I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I have decided to stick with love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. It's all right to tell a man to lift himself by his own bootstraps, but it is cruel jest to say to a bootless man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps. We must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do right. People fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. Courage is an inner resolution to go forward despite obstacles. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. We cannot walk alone. And as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. But I know, somehow, that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. Mother dear, one day I'm going to turn this world upside down. A right delayed is a right denied. Those who are not looking for happiness are the most likely to find it. Because those who are searching forget that the surest way to be happy is to seek happiness for others. If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets even as a Michelangelo painted, or Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, "Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well." Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by color of their skin, but by the content of their character. We are now faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now in this unfolding conundrum of life and history. There is such a thing as being too late. This is no time for apathy or complacency. This is a time for vigorous and positive action. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. As my sufferings mounted, I soon realized that there were 2 ways in which I could respond to my situation, either to react with bitterness or seek to transform the suffering into a creative force. I decided to follow the latter course. Wars are poor chisels for carving out peaceful tomorrows. No person has the right to reign on your dreams. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience. The time is always right to do right. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. There comes a time when silence is betrayal. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. We must learn that passively to accept an unjust system is to cooperate with that system and thereby to become a participant in its evil. Love is the only force capable of transforming an enemy to a friend. We have flown the air like birds and swum the sea like fishes, but have yet to learn the simple act of walking the earth like brothers. No work is insignificant. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. No one really knows why they are alive until they know what they'll die for. Not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great, because greatness is determined by service. There is no gain without struggle. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. An individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. The old law of an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. Hate destroys the hater. The difference between a dreamer and a visionary is that a dreamer has his eyes closed and a visionary has his eyes open. Hatred paralyzes life. Love releases it. Hatred confuses life. Love harmonizes it. Hatred darkens life. Love illuminates it. Which quote from Martin Luther King Jr. did you find the most inspiring? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, if you don't want to miss out on any new future videos, then be sure to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification under this video so that you're notified the next time we upload a video on the best quotes from world-known famous personalities. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next video. Goodbye.